right here at the town hall, where more than 1,000 people have gathered here protesting against Donald Trump's recent decision to ban Muslims from 7 majority Muslim countries not to enter the United States of America. Not only that, but protesters are here also protesting against what they refer as to the racist attacks on Muslims, and also Donald Trump's decision to ban Muslims like Syrian refugees from entering the United States. You've got all party members here. You've got the Green Party, the Lib Dem, and the Labour. The only party that I cannot see here right now is the Conservatives.
The ban bars citizens from Iraq, Syria, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan and Yemen. And across the country, thousands of people have been protesting against Mr. Trump's controversial immigration ban. Here in Sheffield, the protest has been organized by Clara Sanderlin. Here is what she told me why she organized the event.
Well, I saw it was going to happen in the rest of the country, and I don't normally engage in these things, but I feel like what's happening the last week is just simply a time to react and to stand up. So then I went ahead.
So were you expecting a lot of people to turn up the way it has?
Oh no, not at all. I thought it was me and a few friends really, and then we've got so many people involved, so many people have been helping out, and as you can see, there's just absolutely amazing turnout.
What kind of message are you trying to send out there to people?
I think the main message tonight, although of course I only speak for myself, is that when it comes to discriminative and racist policies from the very highest politicians, and then it's simply time to stand up for everyone. And the fact that the Prime Minister of this country wasn't prepared to do that quickly and readily and strongly when our own citizens were being targeted because of their faith, then we just all need to unite and stand up.
So being an immigrant yourself, is that one of the reasons why you decided to organize this protest, as it is something that's going to affect a lot of ethnic minorities?
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously that's an important part for me, but also I've got refugees in my family, my grandmother. So it's always been important to me to, keep an eye out. Like I said, I'm not normally involved in these things, but there's a time when you kind of say, no, it's enough now.
Well, I think you really get a sense of the strength of feeling. I mean, I've never seen a protest with this many people here to make clear their feelings about what's happening with Donald Trump. I think even for people who have got concerns about these kind of issues, think that what Donald Trump is doing makes no sense on any level and is wrong, just to cast whole groups of people as if they are somehow potential terrorists, is beyond the pale. And I think that's why people have come out so strongly for us today to say it's wrong and it has to stop.
Well, I guess this tells the whole story about Sheffield and it being a city of sanctuary, because we've seen more than 1,000 people here today protesting for the same reason.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got a very proud history of being a city of sanctuary, and it's right that Sheffield does its part to help people who are suffering genuine persecution around the world. We've done that with the Burmese who came recently. We're doing it right now with Syrian refugees, doing our part as part of a civilised country that seeks to help people who've been persecuted. And for some reason, Donald Trump seems to have turned his back on those people.
So what's your reaction on the Prime Minister's decision still to maintain that Mr. Trump's state visit will still go ahead?
Well, I think that the important factor that Theresa May, I understand that America is an important ally, but if we've got a special relationship, it should mean that we're allowed to say things that might be unpalatable to that government. And I think what Theresa May seems to be missing is that her stance on this issue sends a message out to millions of citizens across the UK, including the millions of Muslims who live in this country, and to not even comment or pass a negative comment on something that the Trump administration is doing, when we have so many people in this country who are affected by the kind of policies and the tone that Donald Trump's setting, has to be wrong. And she's made a big mistake, and I hope she realises that.
As you can see, people are leaving now, and there has been more than 2,000 people standing here outside the town hall to protest against the decision of Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States, to issue an executive order to indefinitely stop the taking of refugees from Syria, and also to temporarily ban citizens from 7 Muslim countries from entering the United States. Despite rallies taking place all around the world, Mr. Trump is still sticking to his controversial immigration ban by maintaining it's a temporary one and he's not against Muslims. Meanwhile, here in Britain, A petition to stop the president's state visit has reached 1.7 million signatures. The PM, who met Mr. Trump for the first time last week, has been criticized for not publicly condemning his decision to issue the executive order last Friday. There are calls for his state visit to be cancelled or downgraded to an official visit, which is given to all heads of state. Bailo Jallo, Sheffield Live News.